Okay.
11:05.
Okay.
It's America's original morning magazine show. Daybreak USA with Angie Austin.
Hello,
And
friend.
that other
Angie
guy.
Austin here. And that other guy. Wait. Took me 2.5 years of hosting the show. How long have you been on the show with me?
Well,
How long have you been on the show with me?
So I've realized, you're right, a couple months. So I've realized that maybe it's not time for my name, but I could at least say, and the other guy, by myself.
Yeah. Well,
Just
then I can replace you with any guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
send the other guy, then any guy could be in there.
I'll have Trevino pick that, record that later, and then he can add that to it. And then whatever other person helps, then you've got my voice for free saying, and that other guy.
And our boss did it, so it wasn't me that left you out of the open. So anyway.
Yeah, he emailed me and said, there is no way I'm putting your name in there.
Right. All right,
Does not sound good. John DeMaster does not sound very radio-ish.
Oh,
Can't
stop
put you
it.
in.
I'm going to be like President Obama and tell you to stop whining.
I'm a good whiner. I'm really good at whiner.
I don't like that he told Donald Trump that. I thought that was completely inappropriate. I argued with my husband about that, and then I just gave in because I felt like I was too tired to argue. Okay, so let's talk about the third and final presidential debate. Let's start there, John.
Yeah, that'll be tonight, and I know we're all excited because for the rest of the week, you and I will have debate hangovers because we won't get any sleep tonight. So Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, they're taking the stage in Las Vegas, and by the way, she's been doing nothing but sleeping and resting, or prepping for 5 days. Donald Trump is expected to face pointed questions about allegations of touching women without their consent. He's aggressively continuing to reject the claims, and you can look for Hillary Clinton, meantime, to be pressed about all these revelations from ongoing releases of emails, hacked emails by WikiLeaks, which apparently now their internet's been shut off.
Well, and besides that, I wonder, we used to not believe the National Enquirer at all because they talked about women having UFO babies and aliens and whatever. But then, they started really digging down and getting legit news stories. And they say they have the breaking news on Hillary Clinton, and they're making several allegations. So we'll see if anything comes out of that that's legit. Donald Trump is insisting that voter fraud is a legit threat in the U.S.
They even want to try and rig the election at the polling booths where so many cities are corrupt. And you see that. And then they criticize us for saying that.
That was Trump in Colorado. He also repeated a charge that the news media is an arm of Hillary Clinton's campaign. And we're seeing more of that through some of these emails, how linked they were, and Hillary getting questions, for instance, to a town hall meeting in advance. Trump said he will push for constitutional amendments to impose term limits on all members of Congress.
Oh, and the president saying stop whining. He's advising Donald Trump to quit complaining about rigged elections. So at a White House news conference, the president said Trump should work instead to get the most votes.
Doesn't really show the kind of leadership and toughness that you'd want out of a president. You start whining before the game's even over.
Okay, hang on. Toughness? Hillary's been down and out for 5 days. We haven't seen anything out of her, and he's out campaigning in multiple states a day. But the president says there's no evidence of significant voter fraud in America, and went on to argue that the U.S. has a solid electoral system and its integrity should not be questioned before the election is held. Wasn't Dave Perkins last hour telling us something a little different, that maybe there's dead people voting?
Yeah, he did. He did say that he believes there's a lot of voter fraud. Okay, I feel like there's been a lot of bullying overall, and that none of them have been really good role models, including the president. I don't think that statement he just made is very presidential. And, they repeat things that Donald Trump has said in commercials. And my kids, of course, say, wow, I can't believe that. But, so many things have gone down in this election that I feel are things that I really don't want my children to see, because that's not how we here in America are raising our kids. And I feel like, isn't today like anti-bullying day? I really feel that they've been poor examples. And I know politics gets dirty, but there's been something yucky. I don't like the president getting down in the mud. Like, that's not supposed to be what he does. I'm like, come on, is that right? What do you say? Come on, quit whining. The game's not even over. I don't know. I just feel like he is getting involved in a way that's not appropriate for the president to get involved in all of this. He should be above it.
Yeah, and be all president-y.
We have to be adulty. Very president-y. Yeah, we have to be adulty and radio-y.
And radio-y and awake at dark 30-y.
Awakey. All right, keep going.
Oh, my. The president's half brother, he's going to be at the third presidential debate as Donald Trump's guest. Why? Well, apparently his brother is going to vote for Donald Trump. So Malik Obama is telling the New York Post he looks forward to standing behind Trump at the showdown in Las Vegas, adding that Donald Trump can make America.
All right. So the president's wife last night, Michelle, was wearing a one-of-a-kind Versace chainmail gown, which was a little bit over the top. It was pretty, I don't know. I
have no idea what you're talking about.
Anyway, it was
none of those words. Are those English words?
Versace chain link dress. Anyway, he had this big state dinner, and the president and first lady hosted Italian Prime Minister Matteo Renzi and his wife last night. And by the way, Matteo is the youngest prime minister when he took office at the age of 39, and that was a few years ago. So let's move on. I've got a lot of news, a lot of good news. Stick around. We have a lot coming up.